Welcome back. It is April 5th, and our three favorite MLB picks are on the way. I'm Austin, joined by Logan, and today we have a special guest. Get it out, Logan. You know what it is. The Brooms are here. A 3-0 sweep yesterday, our first sweep of the MLB season. It started with the Diamondbacks Padres, no one first inning. We were live for that one. Manny Machado, we appreciate it, man. That was an electric cash. Then Trey Turner came in and got us 2 bases, and then we had that Dodgers and Rockies under 7.5. An absolute sweat. Logan and I were up very, very late watching that game because we're on the East Coast, but it's still cash. Now, Logan, if that wasn't good enough, our parlay of the day cashed as well for plus 517. We will take that. And if you haven't been looking at our parlays, they're the top link in the description on dimers.com. It's 100% free. You just go down there, click it. And if you want to tail us, you can. We're now 1-1 on the parlays. That was a great one yesterday. And we have a great bonus offer on Bet365. Links to our Dimers folk. If you sign up on Bet365, you just deposit $10 and you make a $1 money line bet on any NBA money line or MLB money line or NHL money line. You get $200 worth of site credit. So take advantage of that. All the details down below in the description. Again, you got to make sure you sign up using our link down below. It's available in New Jersey, Ohio, Virginia, and Colorado. But Logan, it's another great day to bet some baseball. What's your first play of the day?
I'm energized, even though you and I were up almost till 1 a.m. Eastern time with that dang Dodgers game. Didn't have to be that sweaty. Of course it did. And I'm going back to another under because I love the sweat. We're going to the Cubs versus Reds. I'm taking the under 8.5 total runs in this one. Minus 124 odds on FanDuel is your best value on this one. Now I want to talk about the line, because Austin and I record this one before 7 a.m., right? The line right now is sitting at 8.5 on FanDuel. That's the book I use anyway to bet myself, but it is playable if you want to take the 8 with the push potential at minus 110 odds on your book. Or what I would probably do is I would wait for your book to maybe let it go up to 8.5, because I do see the public probably betting that 8 up to 8.5 for the hook in that one. So I do think the odds on this one are going to change. They typically do. And this is the first game on the slate, right? We get some lunchtime baseball. Starts at 12:30 Eastern time. And there's always a chance with this early, super early start time that the bats aren't awake early, right? It happens. These people are human and they come out and they're just like, ooh, this is an early game, especially after playing a game last night. The game, I have to do some line reading in this one because I almost went Reds money line, right? This game is a pick 'em on the money line. I think it sets up for a lower scoring game to give the Reds a chance, honestly, in this one, because a lot of people, everyone and their mother, it seems like, are hammering the Cubs. It's too nasty to pick Reds this early in the season, but I would lean that side if I were to pick one. But starting for the Reds, we've got Hunter Green, and he was roughed up in his first home start, right? I watched that game, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and a 2.4 whip in that first start. So that whip is atrocious. You want that to be under 1, and seeing that at 2.4. Hunter Green was definitely, his control wasn't there, especially putting on free base runners, free hits, and walks. I expect better from him today. This is a great bounce back spot for Hunter Green facing the Cubs offense, who I believe peaked yesterday, right? They scored 12 runs. They want to do that again on me. I'll just tip my cap and say, all right, whatever. But also, what I do like against Hunter Green, there aren't a ton of plate appearances for these Cubs hitters against Green, which should benefit him the first couple times through the order. His K-prop is always set near 8 because he's just a strikeout specialist. He's really hard to see the first time through the order, second time through the order even, because he has those put away pitches. And that's what I need when we're trying to cash an under. Now on the other side, we got Marcus Stroman starting. He was great in his first start. 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. Now, what always scares me for Marcus Stroman, and sometimes his control isn't there, right? Walks always scare me for Stroman, but this Reds offense, 17th in walks drawn. I know it's early in the season, but they have several hitters on their team that aren't afraid to swing in the dirt, right? Stroman does throw a few dirt balls every now and then because his command isn't there. But if these Reds hitters, aren't seeing him all that well, they might swing in the dirt, give us a strikeout or two. That's what we need for this under. Last point of note, both these bullpens will provide run opportunities. Like, this will not be a no sweat bet. It will be similar to the Dodgers game last night, I imagine. If it isn't cooked through 6 innings, we're going to have to sweat out those last few innings with these bullpens because they're not good, right? It's up to the starting pitchers to give us length in this one. And I think both of them will. I think both of them have a really good chance to go 5-6 innings. 5 innings bare minimum. 6 innings I do think is reasonable for these two pitchers. So I do like that one. And I do think there's plenty of evidence for the under in that game. But Austin, what do you got for us?
Yeah, Logan, I'm back to the player props. We're 3-0 in the MLB this season, and we're going to it's Wednesday, but as some people like to call it, it's Wagon Wednesday. And last year we're riding with a wagon that we had, and that's Rafael Devers of the Boston Red Sox. Now, if you were back in last season, you saw me taking a lot of Devers and JD Martinez hit parlays, and they were so nice to us. Sadly, JD Martinez is on the Dodgers, and he actually helped us cash the under yesterday. So we appreciate it. Now, Devers, I'm taking his over 1.5 bases, though, currently plus 100 on DraftKings. Now, I do want to note this. This is why it's so important to make sure you line shop, because right now FanDuel has us at minus 140. The fact that you can get a difference of 40 basis points, if you will, minus 140 to plus 100 is just ridiculous. So do not play it at minus 140. I'd probably play this right around to minus 115, minus 120 if you're feeling like riding with the community, but I would rather get this close to plus 100 if you can. And I think Devers has a good day. Now, he's going to start early. It's a 1:35 first pitch. So all these games are actually starting pretty early today. So make sure, hopefully, if you're watching the video early, or if you're watching it late, hopefully they're treating us nicely. But let's talk about Devers, who obviously plays for the Boston Red Sox. He's going to bat in the 2 slot, so should get his plate appearances. And Devers been pretty solid this year, batting .348, 8 hits, 3 extra base hits. So he's not necessarily a guy that we're going to need to get 2 hits or else we're not going to hit. But he has a good chance to get some doubles, maybe even a triple or even a home run. He's capable of that, especially playing at home. And he's coming off, I mean, when you look at the season, he's been 3-4, 2-4, and 0 bases. So over in 4 of his 5 games. But he's coming off an 0-for-4 game. Yeah, he didn't play well yesterday, but I think despite a poor performance, he's going to bounce back. Because if you look at yesterday, and this is a great site, if you don't know about Baseball Savant, that's where I find all these pitching splits, which we'll talk about in a second. But we saw yesterday, he had 2 very hard hit balls. He hit one almost 110 miles per hour exit velocity. He had a 780 expected batting average. He obviously didn't get on base. He went 0-for-4. He had another one at 108 miles per hour exit velocity, expected batting average 360. Didn't get on base. So he was a little unlucky, but enter Mitch Kelly of the Pirates, and he's got plenty of opportunities against Mitch Keller, who started the season with a stinker. But look, a stinker is basically a performance from Mitch Keller this season. I mean, he's not going to be that good. I mean, 4 2/3 innings pitched in his first start, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. The only thing that concerns me a little bit here, he walked 4 people, and that's sometimes Keller's thing. If he's maybe in a bad count, he's like, whatever, I'll just put you on base and walk you. But last season, Devers, he's not a guy that normally likes to get the walks. He's normally a guy that's going to swing at everything. He might chase at some bad pitches, but he had an 8.1% walk percentage last year, lower than league average. So I'm not too concerned about him getting walked a ton here today. And we look at the pitches. Like I said, we always want to look at what pitches is Devers going to see at the plate. Now, I won't put them up on the screen, but Keller normally throws 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a sweeper, and a curveball. Now, look, here's Devers splits against those top 4 pitches. Now, against the 4-seam fastball, last year hit 268, pretty solid. Against the sinker, 291. Against the sweeper, only .091, but it's worth noting only 11 plate appearances, so really didn't see that pitch a whole lot. And against the curveball, 299. So he did well against all of top 4 pitches for Keller. I love Devers to bounce back in a great bounce back spot after going 0-for-4, but hitting some balls pretty well. And the over-under again is set to 9. Now, yesterday we took the under, and I don't necessarily know if the parlay of the day will have the under in there because we're going to write it after the video, but I do think that he has a great chance to get it done. Now, I do want to note, though, the parlay of the day will be live by the time the video is live, but in the 2 slot, Keller's on the mound, should see at least 4 plate appearances. So I'm confident in Rafael Devers to at least get us 2+ bases and keep this player prop roll going. But of course, Logan, I think you know what time it is. Grab out the flags, get the music going. It's NRFI Nation time. Yesterday we got to celebrate an electric one that we might never cash another NRFI like that with a violation from Manny Machado. But hey, we won't complain how we're getting them this early in the season. Let's start with this one, though. It's going to be a 2-10 start, and it's going to be the Giants and White Sox, no one first inning. Now, we're laying a little bit of juice here, minus 140 on BetMGM. Is like I always say, and we even talked about this on the live stream yesterday, the tie odds were better than the no one first inning. Now, we aren't tie nation, we're NRFI nation, but if you're going to bet, if you have the same odds, always take the tie, because the game could be 1-1 and you're going to cash the tie, whereas you would not cash the no-run first inning. Now, let's talk about who's on the mound starting off the inning. It's going to be Dylan Cease. Now, Cease has got his strikeout prop set to 7.5, and that's what he does. He strikes out people. So even if they got bases loaded, I'm confident he can get a guy out. And this is a Giants team that we've seen them strike out a whole lot this season. And Cease, great to NRFI Nation last year. This season, he's picked up right where he left off, 1-0 on the year. And the Giants, knock on wood, Logan, have yet to score a first inning run on the season. They've been a really struggling offense. Some days they'll score a lot of runs. Other days they'll get shut out. I think Cease can come in here, do his thing, get us those first 3 outs. But who's on the other side, Logan? I heard he has a good name.
He has a great first name, Logan Webb. Wow, what a name there. He's starting for the Giants today, and he needs to get us those last 3 outs we need. Webb, on the season, he's a very solid pitcher. We know he was an ally of NRFI Nation last year. He's 0-1 on Nerfies this year, but he wants some revenge because last time he faced Aaron Judge, and Aaron Judge gave him a nice solo bomb in that Mickey Mouse Yankee Stadium. So I mean that's what they do in Yankee Stadium. Not playing in Yankee Stadium today. Important note: White Sox don't have Aaron Judge as well, right? So I definitely think Logan Webb should be able to navigate his way, through that top half of the order. White Sox aren't exactly a juggernaut in the first inning so far this year, 20th in first inning runs. Yeah, I mean, Tim Anderson, if he reaches, he's annoying. He will steal. He'll try to steal for sure. But the over-under to this one set to 7.5, right where we like to pick them. It's so early in the season. You have to just Austin and I made the executive decision to just pick good starting pitchers because we're like, don't touch the sketch ones because I don't want to watch them implode. We need good starting pitchers that we know can get out of jams, maybe can get out of the runner in scoring position without allowing the run. And it's going to give us a really good chance to fly these flags today, Nerfy Nation.
Hey, that's all we're looking for. So that's our no-run first inning of the day, riding with Rafael Devers, and then taking the Cubs and Reds under. Let's bring out these brooms once again. Let's go 3-0. The parlay of the day will be live at the top link in the description. Go check it out there. It'll be live by the time the video is live. So hopefully we can hit another parlay, show the people at Dimers some love. Let's have a great Wednesday, and let's keep it rolling, Logan. I will see you guys back again, same time, same place tomorrow morning. See you guys then. Peace out.